Pastor Annie, homesteading here. Today we are making homemade Neosporin. First you take beeswax, and this is all even amounts. So it's 1/3 cup of beeswax, and you're going to melt it in a double broiler. The reason you use a double broiler is so you don't overcook it. So you use a double broiler, and then you do 1/3 cup of 3 different things. I have mullein, oregano, and purple nettle. The oil you do have to do like 6 weeks ahead of time because it takes approximately 6 weeks for it all to go or to sit in there, and then you have to drain it and then use just the oil. So we're going to use the oil. We're going to do 3 even cups. A third. And this melts pretty quickly. And there's a long list of different things that you can actually use. Make sure the beeswax gets all the way through there. And you let it melt. Once the beeswax gets all melted and through there, you're going to put it in a wide mouth jar that is sterilized. I actually have one over there waiting. What I do is I just heat up a teapot of water, sterilize the jar, and put it in there. I'm also going to add a few dried out rose petals and a few mullein rose flowers that are dried out into it, and then I'll dump it in the jar. We let it sit up. It turns into an actual cream, and we can use it. And this is Neosporin. You do need 3 different oils, and they should all have like the things to like kill like antibacterial, antimicrobial, and all that stuff in them. Which between all 3 of these, I have them all covered, and that is your Neosporin. So hope this helps. Enjoy making it. I'm gonna finish it and dump it in the cup without you all keeping you on there, but we'll see you later. Happy homesteading. So I just wanted to get on here and say no. I wanted to do a disclaimer. I am not an herbalist. I am not a doctor. I gave you a recipe for the Neosporin. It is done. It is finished. This is what it looks like. I put it in my clean jar. This is good for 2 years. Upon my research is how I made this. This is not my recipe. I took it from online. This is my disclosure. Use at your own risk. And do your own research if not. I'm actually going to open this up. I usually put a plastic piece, I don't have it on there yet, in between my lid and my lotion. I did not do it yet, but look at the pretty flowers. So the flowers do have medicinal purposes, but I actually put them in here just to make it look pretty. You do not have to have the dried flowers. Honestly, it's just to make it look pretty. Give a little bit of smell. That's all. But they are in there, and I will have the recipe in the description. So please join the description. That is how I made mine. There's many choices that you can use for this. Yarrow, Comfrey, bees balm. I can't wait till my bees balm's done so I can use some of that. Thyme, or oregano, chamomile, clears. I do have some chamomile too, but I did not use it. But there's many different plants that you can use for this. I used what I have, what I harvest already, and that's the reason why I used it, because I did harvest some mullein, and mullein is one of the things on the list that has some antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, those kind of properties within it. And those are the things you want to use the oils in. So all three that I use actually have those properties in them. And that's what makes your Neosporin. You should have at least 3 different herbs for that upon my research. So it is an antibiotic salve if you use 3 main herbs along with other ingredients. That's why I use them. Just to clarify a little bit, because it's a little bit hard when you're like stirring and everything. But that's why I did it the way I did. That's why I used 3 of them. That's why I used the oils I did, or the herbs. I did use a good oil. I've done oil videos before. I will link it to this. But this is, I have used this oil in the past. I had a little mark on a cut on my foot. And a foot is one of the hardest places to heal. And mine wasn't healing because I always have shoes on because I'm always doing something. And it was not healing. I used this and it healed very quickly because of the salve that's in there. So please just use it. And make sure you're not allergic to anything that you use. I know we have one person here who is allergic to purple netty. Don't use it if you're allergic to it. So only use the herbs that you know are going to work for you. Test them out a little bit. You can actually take the oil and use it on your skin a little bit before you make the salve. That's a good indicator if you're allergic to it or not. I would highly recommend that if you are sensitive to stuff. I know these 3 items work for me. I used them for my last batch and they worked fantastic. And that salve was fantastic. So I did the 3 again. The only thing I did add, I put more rose petals in it this time because I wish I would have last time. And I added some mullein flowers because I had them. And I did not add the mullein flowers last time. But please use it. I think this lasted me like, it's probably been close to a year. 9 months to a year. I use it quite a bit though, every day. I put it on my feet because if my feet get dry. I put it on my elbows because my elbows get dry. I love it for my dry skin. I love it for, I've used it for multiple things. I had cuts and I used it for it just to put it on there. And to me, it's fantastic. Hope you have the same results. Use the herbs you want. Make sure you have 3. And remember, I am not an herbalist or a doctor. Use at your own discretion. This is just what worked for me, so I'm sharing it with you. I did my online research, so I guess that's where I got my information. And I just passed it on to you. But this is used for healing. Please use at your discretion again. And I will put the recipe in the description. Some people also add vitamin E oil to this. I did not. I don't have any. You are more than welcome to order some and get it though. They do sell it on eBay. That is another option for you. So whatever works for you, this is something you can customize. Just make sure you have 3. I don't know why 3, other than the fact that God says 3 is complete. So that's biblical. We're going to go with 3 is biblical. So if you have any questions, email me. I'll answer them the best I can. I am not an herbalist. I can only give you my experience. I can't give you medical or herbalistic counsel or advice. I can only go by experience, and that's what this is, experience. Another thing people do add to this is you can do dried herbs, make sure they're dry, and you can do oils. Some of the essential oils, make sure they are a good oil when you do it. And have fun. Enjoy. Do what works for you. And have a great day. I hope you enjoy homesteading. I had a fantastic time today. We were very busy today. And I hope you enjoyed your lessons. There's 2 lessons. We're posting them 2 different days. We had the men conference. We went into homesteading, cleaning up. Now I'm doing this, and I look a hot mess, so don't mind me. And there might be a 3rd video this week, all for homesteading for those who missed it. Next month, if we do homesteading, they will not be online, but I have had fun giving you all some homesteading advice online and showing you what works for me. It's been a great process, and I love sharing the information and the knowledge that I get and receive, and the mistakes that I've made, and the human errors that I've experienced, and my learning experiences. So you're on my you're learning this journey just as I am, and I love sharing them with you as much as I can. I hope my learning experiences bump things up for you so you don't have the same mistakes that I have. Enjoy, have fun, and those who are at homesteading, I'm giving you a taster of this. I gotta put it in a container. I should have it for you tomorrow now that it's sat up. And it's all one solid thing, which means we did a perfect job because it's solid. I will see you all later. Have fun.